Mandy Seabrook was born in the early 70s. She is the daughter of Mrs. Gillian Seabrook and was born about 11 years after the death of an earlier child. She was given the same name as the daughter that had died. Then, without ever having been told of the existence of the first child, at the age of 2.5, Mandy told her mother that she was the reincarnation of her dead sister.
She just came running in and she says, "Why did you cry when I died?" Well, I dropped knife on the floor, he nearly dropped chip pan, and it was just one of them things you sort of freeze. As I said, you just can't tell anybody exactly how you feel. You just sort of root it to the spot and that's it.
From almost the time she began to talk, Mandy showed an inexplicable knowledge of the previous girl's life.
But it wasn't until we were coming to London to stay with family for holiday. Well, on the new motorway that they've built in Leeds then, you'd to come onto the motorway, past Hunslet, back of the graveyard where Mandy was buried. She didn't know anything about that. But as we're getting level with it, she started jumping up and down it back, and she started saying, "Oh, that's where Mandy's buried. I'm buried there." I said, "No, you're not, you're here." So she says, "No, I'm Mandy too. Mandy one's buried there." And I says, "Where?" She's right over there, where all them things are, over there in that field.
At a distance of over 100 miles from home, and at only 2 years old, Mandy too had correctly identified the graveyard where Mandy 1 was buried. It had never been shown to her before. Also, she had never been to that part of the country before.
We're coming past the churchyard again. "Oh, look," she says, "we're there again." I says, "Where?" She says, "Where I'm buried."
2 months later, Mr. and Mrs. Seabrook decided to test Mandy's recall. Coming back by a different route, they took Mandy to the graveyard, and in order to know the truth of what Mandy was telling them, asked her to show them where the first Mandy was buried. The recognition of the graveyard might be coincidental, but a knowledge of the actual grave could not be.
She ran straight to the grave. Now there was no tombstone and there was only a number, yet she ran, and there was a lot more graves there than there was when first Mandy died. She went straight to it. Well, that did it with me. I just broke down and cried. I couldn't go there no more.
Without prompting, she continued with consistently accurate recall of the life of Mandy 1.
I phoned Doctor up and I said, "I think I'm going daft." He says, "Why?" I says, "Well, Mandy started saying that she's from another life."
Mandy too knew of incidents only Gillian and the deceased girl could know about, and from time to time told her mother about them. On one occasion, Mandy claimed to remember an incident her mother believed was wrong. Relatives unbeknown to the mother had placed a ball in the coffin with the body of the child. One day, Mandy asked her mother why she was buried with the ball. Her mother, not realizing this had occurred, denied it.
The older girl, she asked if she could put this fluffy ball that she'd made for first Mandy in the coffin when she came, when they brought the coffin back. And I says no, that she would be buried with a bracelet, and that was it. And Carol, when I spoke to her later on, she did tell me that she had put that fluffy ball in the coffin. So she was referring to something I didn't know about.
Mandy too remembered having attended her own funeral as an unseen spirit after she died, and she backed her claim with facts.
The most frightening part about it was when she came in and she says that, "Why did you nearly fall on my grave?" And it was raining, it had been raining, and with the mud at the side. I slipped and people did have to grab me back from falling in.
After just 7 years of age, the memory faded away. But Mandy agreed to be hypnotized and regressed under hypnosis back to that time. Her memory returned clearly.
If after you died you saw your own funeral, the period of your funeral, you move to that time. I want you to tell me what you see.
It's a little white box. It's very pretty. It's been put into the ground. Looks all wet. My mum walks forward to have a closer look. She's slipping. Two people grab her. They pull her up again. Everybody's crying. Don't like them to cry. I wasn't sent down at the right time. I'll be going back again soon. To the same person. The man isn't the same now. He's a different man.
Over the years, Peter Ramster has received many letters from parents whose children spontaneously talk about their past life memories. These memories are not restricted to a select group of youngsters, but are widespread across the world. The same was to be found by English author Mary Harrison.
And I put a letter into some of the magazines here saying, did any mothers have unusual experiences with young children? Now, the word unusual was the thing that, I don't know if that was a wise word to use, because we got absolutely bucket loads of letters back, all saying things that was absolutely unexpected about, instead of nice funny baby stories, they would say, my little child says, where's my other mummy and daddy that I used to have when I was here before? And another wee girl keeps saying to her mother, I used to be a boy when I was here before. And all variations on that theme, but all about being here before.